Alright, so today is what? January. It's actually January, I guess, 6th. And I had to show. I had a little symbol. And that's not a duck, that's an owl. And I don't know why, but I put a little Sagittarius arrow there because that's just what's up. And the overall energy for today is justice. And this is, X-Divine Masculine side, and I ended up calling that right there. Here is a medium zone, and the underlying issue here is which to choose. And there's me, so I had like two paths to go on, like this plaguey side, or I could go on, I was going to check out who this King of Cups was. Anyway, so the energy today is justice, and we got the Popess, or High Priestess, and the Chariot, the Lovers, with who to choose under there, and the Star, being me, is a central energy. And she's got a Seven of Cups situation here, like all these options. And look at these cute little birds I sewed on the corner of my rug. Because this stands for messages from source, bluebirds from heaven. And this is messages from my higher self. Anyway, so let's turn on the more positive side because this side's pretty dark. Anyway, so keep it positive. Let's see, what do we got on the top here? We got the Star, and we got the Chariot. So, and a King of Cups, and we got a Queen of Cups. So, to check out those energies over there, I went over here, and there was Temperance, and the Empress came out, and Ace of Swords. I had some clarity today. And, it was further confirmed by Queen and King of Cups. So, I checked out, I pulled out all the big cards first. Always big cards first. I got Knight of Swords and Three of Cups. So I was like, oh, the Swords guy again. Let's see, who is the, King of Swords. And, we got a Queen and a King of Swords, air element, and Nine of Cups, and a Three of Cups, which look pretty promising. And, oh, this was cool. Once again, it mirrors each other. I got a Seven of Cups over here and a Seven of Pentacles. So I am, these are some seeds that I planted quite a while ago. And let's see what Divine Bastard's doing. We got Eight of Wands, and, let's start with Two of Swords. First thing I noticed was there was a lot of X's going on over here. Just XX, bad. Just overall dark energy over here. So he is, Two of Swords. Here's option B, I guess, and, I was receiving some downloads about this. It wasn't looking good. We got Knight of Coins, which, look at the horse's ass. This right here is Divine Masculine, Earth Energy. With Page of Wands, with his little gift of a penis. That's all he's got to offer. And then I saw, dun dun dun, Three of Swords, and Seven of Wands. So, already, he hasn't even made his visit yet to offer me his puny little pentacle. And he's already doing Three of Swords shit. I clarified that with more Seven of Swords and more Seven of Wands. So, on top of him being sneaky, he's also being defensive about it, which was obvious because he certainly wasn't calling to make this offer I'd been hearing about. I mean, dude can't even face me. He can't decide. Because he's guilty. Which was, so I clarified all this business. Which was clarified by Moon. Which was further clarified by Devil, Capricorn. And King of Wands, which is more that, penis action. And Eight of Pentacles in reversed and Nine of Swords, which means he has stopped putting any effort into basically anything. And then he's going to sit at home and cry about it all night long. So, I was going to clarify this Three of Swords and Seven of Wands energy. And we got Three of Pentacles, which means a work thing. And definitely Scorpio in reverse, which either means like, screw Scorpio, or he's got himself a distorted other Scorpio. And then we got the Miser, or the Four of Pentacles, which means even if I did work with him, first of all, he was going to be juggling me forever. Or he's just a juggler. That's all he's ever going to do, is just juggle shit. And keep everybody waiting, and then pay him like shit. And then, while I was, all shuffling, Ten of Wands, which is a burden, and Ten of Swords, which is, stabbed in the back. So, I mean, this guy... and plus, these numbers 10 just screamed, complete. Cycle, complete, and dead, but closed. Which, made this justice thing, which means a fair decision was reached. And I was wise for having, been patient about my choice, which makes me the Empress, who is free to choose her own emperor, who is an actual emperor and not just some dude in a Halloween costume. Oh, and, so I've got a couple of chariots that I can choose from. And, who knows? There's a King of Cups that's up for grabs. There's a Knight of Swords that's up for grabs, but I think I'm the Knight of Swords because, I am ready and willing to go anywhere at any time, I'll just roll up my camping bag and I'm ready to go. And then there's this King of Swords right there. Although he's not actually that fat. He's not fat at all. But, and Queen of Swords, because apparently I am just cutting them down. Because, already, and look at all these sevens, seven, there was, 5 sevens on the board. And I don't know what that spiritual number is, but it's pretty obvious to me. And, this dude, 10, complete, and, X, and then dark, horse's ass, X, just XXX, and then dark, and all it is a bunch of wands. That's all it is just wand action. This wand, and then more wands, and then more wand. I'm not building a campfire. I don't need this much wood. I need, something functional. Something that can make a decision that's not based on either his wand or his mommy, quite honestly, or where's the money? And it's never his own money. It's always someone else's. And basically, he saw it wasn't looking favorable for him. So he went ahead and set up another bed. He jumped into the first bed that was available whenever he left his baby mama. Whose bed he just got into because he dumped somebody else. Whose bed he got into because he dumped somebody else. So, nobody needs a bed hop. He's basically a bed bug. He's just jumping from bed to bed, being a horse's ass. Yeah. So, yay for, Miss High Priestess over here. She called that fucking shit. And that's why she's a star, and he's a horse's ass. So, I guess that's the end of that story. He got everybody on YouTube. But see, I listened to my higher self. And I took a minute. And I thought to myself, I'm going to, pay attention to my higher self. And tips from the divine. And see what he sends my way. And make my decision that way. Instead of just taking whatever was handed to me. Because normally if you have a question or you don't know what to decide, well, your first tip that you're choosing the wrong side is that you can't make up your mind. because you're trying to get something shady done. He was weighing out his options. You know, like, oh, she's going to say no? Which means it was always going to be, yeah, just, you know, I don't know. And, you know, his wand isn't even that freaking great. So, I don't know. I'm with a Taurus. So, you know, you choose between a goat or a bull. And which way do you think is going to be, I'm sorry, but hung like a bull or hung like a goat? Which are you going to choose? Source says, just don't choose the devil. It's never a good choice.